Hello guys, let's create a simple village in Snap 4D. This will be a complete beginner walkthrough, so you will learn. If you want a model, if you want to learn Snap 4D, you can follow this tutorial. It is not a tutorial but a walkthrough, so I will walk you through the every steps I am doing, and will create a simple scene, a simple blaze. It can be low poly, low stylized, stylized type of village. So let's start. So I have certain reference over here. We are going to model. Maybe we'll model these carrots, these boxes, this chest, these, and these. What you call it, mushrooms, and these fences, and beds. Maybe we'll model beds, these, and this will be a complete beginner tutorial. I will walk you through the complete course, so don't worry. I will explain everything I am doing here. So let's start. uh, so first of all, let's start modeling. Let's start brainstorming. So let me do a simple mood board. What we need. So searching mood board sites, mood board. So there is one site where you can mood board. This is million note, or whatever you call it. You can sign in for free. I think I already have an account, so log in with Google. I'm logging it with Google. So let me log in Google, guys. uh, so here, so I have my, let me create a new board right here. So this is my mood board, and maybe I will need a note, and we will need a houses. Let me bring it in my secondary screen, secondary monitor, and I am just bringing this on my secondary monitor so I can see what I am modeling. So I am modeling a house, another barrels, boxes. Sorry for my typing. Boxes, and it will be a long tutorial, guys. I'm gonna do a long tutorial today. So at uh, a maybe bench, sitting bench. We will need a fireplace. Fire. Caps lock is on. Fire. Fireplace. Barrel, which is opened, uh, and box, which is also opened. A maybe a bridge. I am looking at this reference. Where is it now? Uh, Let me show you. I am looking at these references. So you can search anything. You can just simply search beginner, 3D models for beginners, and you can find it in Pinterest. So maybe a caged box. I'm going to show you what do I mean by caged box. This is a caged box, guys. This we'll model this to a symmetry. So what you call it? My English is not that good. So a door, a portal, a door portal. We'll create a door portal. Logs, wooden logs, axe, stones, stones, mushrooms, and racks. Bookshelves. How do you spell it? Bookshelves. Bed. Don't forget the bed in the house. Bed. A lamps. Lamps. We'll create lamps and stones. We'll create stones. Stones are here. We've already done that. Windmill. Windmill. We'll create a windmill and grass. Simple tree. Simple tree in grass. We create simple tree and grass. We'll create a simple wash tower. Wash tower. We'll create simple wash tower. A well. A well. We'll create a well too and fence. Fences. We'll create fences. Shield. We'll create shield. Shield sword. We'll create a sword. Don't worry, guys. It seems too hard for you. It is not that hard. I will just walk you through everything. So, a simple cup slash glass. Uh, Cups and glasses. Let's see what we can do today. So, chest, treasure treasure chest. We are going to create treasure chest. Mm, Also, let's see what we can do. Maybe this will be enough for today. Not today, but we will make a lot, but maybe this will work for today, and we will add later if we want. We will add later. So let's start creating, guys, and so let's start with simple objects. So how do we start? So this is we get in dilemma of what we practice, what we do when using a 3D software. We always get confused what kind of 3D objects should we make, should we model. So basic, the learning progress, the learning journey of 3D model is just start with the basics, and you will eventually get more comfortable using other tools. Modeling complex objects. Using other tools and using shortcuts. I am not going to use any shortcuts. Maybe as I progress through video, I will use it, but at the beginning, I am not going to use any shortcuts. I will just make it simple and basic for you guys. So let's start modeling, and if you want to stay let's start. I was trying to say, if you want to skip, you can skip the intros and the all explaining things that I did, but it's too late for me, and I am genius. So let's start. And so first we are going to model this barrel, guys. These boxes, this barrel and this barrel. You can simply search like this. You can write this, and you will get this. I'm just leaving it for now, so you can copy whatever is written over here, and you will get everything. So let's start modeling. So in my second screen, I have the reference image. So let me just, for you guys, let me just add this reference image in here in the screen, so you guys know what we are doing. Image. So let me just add that image. Mhm. So This is the image we are working on. But, if you want to know, if you want to just know what I am modeling, this is the image we are working on. So let's start modeling. Let's first start modeling our barrels. We make these barrels, and these barrels. The step is to recognize. This is the good reference because it has everything that we need. Maybe they just painted it, but we'll give the loop cut, an extra loop cut here. We'll give an extra loop cut here. The basic fundamental principle of modeling is that you should understand the shapes, you should understand your tools, and you should understand your software. So, uh, so I'm using Cinea 4D to model uh, these objects. And if you are new to Cinea 4D, hold Alt and your what you call it, the left mouse button to just move around this scene. So it is easy, guys. Just practice, just hold and they could do this. You can also just right click and just drag your mouse, zoom in, zoom out. You can use your scroll wheel, and you can just hold alt and right left mouse button to pan around. So, and here we have the shapes that we can work with in your left, in your right corner. And here there are different modes: S selection mode, edge, face, modal selection mode. And here are the gimbals, the move, rotations, and scale. There are scaling, there are tools. And now let's start modeling our cylinder. So see, I am just um, going over here, holding it and selecting the cylinder. Now cylinder appears. Currently we cannot select any faces or edges or points of any cylinder. If you don't know, if see, we are not seeing any edges, any points. So you can simply go in display mode and ground setting lines. See, here are the faces, the edges, and the points are here in every corner. But we are currently not able to because we are in model mode. uh, no, we are in model mode, we are in object mode. So to make it to be able to select these faces, these edges, these points, we first need to make it editable. It's in code, we first need to make it editable. So let's click here. First of all, let's count the rotations of our cylinder. So let's first count the rotation of our of our object in this object. So here are how many? One, two. Let me count it in my secondary screen, guys. One, two, three. From here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 rotations. So I'm selecting cylinder. Select. Sometimes you do not get these things. If you click around, you might not get those things. You see, I selected these two. Now when I select this, I am not getting. Oh, now I got it. So if you don't get that, so simply click here on your object. Let me name it barrel. Barrel. So let us give this rotations: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 rotations. So simply see, when I change this, the shape changes. So 12 rotations, I am giving the rotations. This is the rotation, guys. 12 rotations. And the height segments: 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 height segments. So this enough. So make it editable. To make it editable, we simply I am in object selection mode, model selection mode. So I am in model selection mode. I am just right clicking and making it editable. Make editable. You will get here, make editable, and simply make it editable, or you can simply press C. I'm making it editable, and now let's start giving it a shape, guys. So let me also add this reference image in here. So I'm just clicking my middle mouse button, and I'm going to uh, view, view, configure. The shortcut is Shift V, and on back here is image. I can place image over here, downloads, this and this. So we have an image of our reference. So anytime you want us to look at the reference, I am just going to look at here and model right over here. Okay guys, so let's start modeling. And now let's start. So in here in our image, it seems like big, so scale it down maybe a little bit. And okay, it's good. We made it editable. Now we can select the edges. Select this edge, this edge, this edge, this edge, this edge. T to scale, scale. Now select this on face selection mode. Select this. We are in face selection mode now, and drag it down. This is so simple, guys. And select this. You don't need to be totally accurate when you are modeling, you don't need to be, because we are just creating a scene here. Okay, now maybe we need to scale, maybe we need to put it a little bit inside T, like this. Okay, now this two T, like this. And maybe we need to select this on our, this is brush selection mode. We can select multiple through this. This is red selection mode. We can just drag and select. So currently I'm in brush selection mode, selecting this, right click, and we are going to give it an insert, because the top, we are making a top of the barrel. Simply gonna give it a extrude, a insert, and simply extrude it inward. Simply extrude, press Ctrl and drag it down inward. And again, now same process. If you want to do it, select this here, select this and bring it a little bit up. I think this is too wide, so let's do it like this. That's good. So maybe we have our shape of barrel. Again, I'm gonna go in here. We need to give it that ring that it has. So select this object, this, this, and give it a bevel. Now extrude. We are gonna give a little bit of depth in here. So in face selection mode, this face and this face, extrude outside. extrude outside. Hazır. Allah, Allah. Well, we have given it an extrusion, and as I can see, this portion it's quite pointy. Maybe for me it looks like it's quite pointy. So select this, bring it top a little, and I want to give it. I cannot see what's in bottom, so I'm simply gonna give it insert, and I'm holding control. When I hold control and hover around these objects, I get these two square boxes that is for extrusion. So I'm extruding it up a little bit. So these I'm gonna save. Fun. I'm gonna name it fun. Okay. This is the fun, guys. you know Modeling is fun. So simply again select this loop selection, select this loop, T to scale. I'm just gonna give it a little bit this scaling, and this I'm gonna give it with this kind of scaling. And when I look from here, maybe it looks a little bit. Maybe this will work. Yeah, this looks perfect. Yep. Now this is perfect. So if you want to color it, guys, I'm gonna show you how to color. So if you want to color it, we are not gonna give any lighting, so we will not get that kind of realistic. But if you want to color, here is a material, add a material, give it a color, double click, give it a color, red, bring it here, don't bring it over here, just 80% maybe, 80% red. Okay, and just bring it, uh, select this face, select these, and just drag it over here. See, again, if you want to make that iron kind of thing, so little bit here, little bit here, and just select these, 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 and let's give it that iron kind of look. And if you want to create that wood, oh sorry, I gave it a wood. So if you want to give it a kind of that golden woody color that we see, right there. So here, select, 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 select inside, select. Maybe we haven't selected inside of here, so select and give it like this. So we have a kind of object. See, we have kind of our barrel. Don't worry, we haven't given any details currently. We haven't put any lights, so it's like this. But let me keep it great. So this is a barrel, guys. So currently I'm not doing any kind of colors, because that's the next part. I'm currently focusing on just modeling. You will learn to model, you know. So let's model another barrel. Let's save it. Add another cylinder, bring it here. It's the same process, guys. You can just pause the video and try modeling the next barrel. I'm going to adjust the height. Adjust the height, and selecting barrels, barrel 2, barrel tall, then mm, and again I'm going to count the, I'm going to count the faces of this barrel, how many rotations we have. So let's count again. I'm counting in my another text. Okay, let me count. Let me say here. I'm going to count these one, two, one, two, one, two. Okay, let me count one, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This also has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, okay, okay. This also has 12. So let me give it 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4 is enough, maybe. Okay, barrels. Just make it editable now. Make it editable. Simply click C. Bring it here. Maybe I can hide this and made it editable on. Oh, sorry. 121. 12. I mean 12, and simply make it editable. First legs and just select this, select this, select this, T, scale it like this. Now again, select face, select this, and select these faces. Select. If you want to directly insert, the I is shortcut, but for the tutorial, we are going to use the long way. So insert, I is shortcut. So I insert, insert, like this, control, and now drag down. Its insertion is too big. This and control and bring it down. Again, I'm going to insert right over here too, because I don't know the shape of bottom. So insert and control, drag it up a little. So we have another barrel, guys. See, it is so simple. And select this, select these. This line, double click will do a loop selection, or you can select this tool to make a loop selection. You can loop select anything. You can loop select the faces, you can loop select the edges if you want, but we need to loop select the only edges now. So I'm selecting the edge. Again, if you know bevel, do this, go on face selection, loop selection, face select, face select, control Z, face select, extrude outside a little bit. So now we have two barrels. So sometimes, see my, this is a good thing that is it occurred now. So see my view is tilted. So view, you can fix that from going to camera, go on parallel, again go on perspective. So you will fix your view. I fix my view. Control S to save. See, this took us a time because I had to explain, and these didn't took us any time. So this is another barrel, and let us create this box on bottom, a box that is here on bottom. So let us create that box, guys. So simply, it is simple. Again, we are going to add a cube. We'll somehow we'll use these things on our scene. I'm adding cube. We are not going to add those textures, guys. The things you see there are the textures, so we are not going to use those. So simply I'm adding cube again, making it editable for the sake of videos, and rename it box. Uh, just scaling it down. A box this much is enough. And again, I'm going to control up. When you press control and drag it up in your model selection mode, it will copy the object and it will rename it the box one. See, it was initial box. It will add a number. So T to scale it down, scale, bring it here. Control, drag right here. See, we made a box, guys. If you want to make this box more realistic, you can simply, do other things. But for now, this is great. We'll work on the other parts later. So here we have a simple boxes. I'm gonna add this in the null object. So this will be the simple first free model first. So this is the first barrel, these things, everything here. So when we move these things, when you need these things, simply selection will work. So control S, save. So the another thing in our, where is my mood board? So another thing, our, we are not focusing on houses, so we made a barrels, boxes, banks. Maybe we'll model more bunch of, boxes, open boxes. So we talk about the open boxes, guys. So let's model the open boxes. Let me see a reference for our open box. Mm, so here if you can see, here we have open box in this, open box in here. So let's model these two. It is kind of unique, it is more extra than what we initially did. So let's start. So simply I'm going to download that object for you guys, and this is save images, save. So I'm saving that image, I am putting it in here. Okay, done. So here is the image. So now we'll be modeling this boxes. So again, let's start. And here too I'm gonna shift V, change the reference image, so I can see. I haven't seen, but maybe in future we'll need to see. So let's start modeling this box. So it is same as this, but we will do step by step. Let us try one new thing, guys. Okay, let's just add a cube first, bring it here. I am not going to make a table because it is a simple cube and we can manipulate the object from here through these yellow dots. So let's do that first. Simply I'm doing this, and now let's add an array if it works, guys. So let's see if it works. Select array, bring it here, and how much of how many do we need to give it a rotations? If count the segments, rotation segments. So let me see my reference image again. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need to give it 8 copies. Amplitude maybe 0 is good. Again, selecting array, frequency. What is the frequency do? It does nothing. Array frequency, it does nothing. And the radius, guys. So, okay, let's make this radius like this. See, why I use the array, because I want to give it a feel that it is a different objects. you know we want it to give it a feel that it is a different object. So what array does is that When you add array to any object, so simply I am deselecting the, the cube here. See, it has nothing, it has done nothing. And we added array from this modifier. Here we have modifier panel and we added the array. It will create an array of the object. So this is an array. The roundness, it is an array of the object. So when you click, you can work with the radius, how big you want your array to be, you know, how big in radius you want your array to be, how many copies does your array has, should have. You can use that frequency, aptitude frequency. I'm not going to use that now. And also the height is not here, but we can manipulate the height right here. Let us manage the height manually first. Now let's give it an array. So here it is, and radius maybe a little bit wider. This much is good. And now let's make this cube editable. C, click, deselect array. Where is our cube? Our cube is right here. Bring it here. Maybe a loop cut. We want to give loop cut right over here, right over here, and right over here. And we just wanna bend these edges a little bit, t a little bit, and select the loop selection tool, select this a little bit inside so it looks like a curve. It doesn't look flat. And I'm going to select array, bring it here in the object selection now. So this is the array, it's hidden. So now it looks like a barrel, round barrel, guys. See, it looks like a round barrel. Again, we can work. If you don't like, you can work around. Maybe you want to give this hidden. Why? Let's select this here. I simply deactivated the array, guys. We're messing up with our object. And again, if you don't like the shape, I don't like the shape currently, and I'm simply clicking E to move, bring it a little bit inside, maybe. Yes. And these two a little bit. This is gonna be a little bit inside E. Okay, now let's do this. Selecting array. Okay. Frequency. No. Amplitude is this. No. Copies. Okay. 8. Radius. Radius. This mouse is good. So we have done it. Okay, it looks great, guys. It is completely beginner, so I'm gonna walk you through everything, guys. Don't worry. Now again, I'm studying my shape, so these things are clipping. Simply we can make our this editable, or we can just use this, to modify these things, or we can just work with the basic. Let me just clip them for now like this, and we can adjust The maybe we can adjust the cube. Maybe we can adjust the cube. Select the face, Control A, T, a little bit thinner, and just do this. This looks great. Okay, now make array the array table. Now we can select separate objects, and we can manipulate it from here. So from q1, we start from q1. There are more simple ways, but I need to make you familiar with the tool. So simply select this and select this. If you get this kind of gimbals, just go in here, it will be fixed. Simply bring it like this, make it look more natural. This is not natural. Simply bring it this, or bring it. Okay, let us do one thing. Select this and just this face. Uh, what should we do? It has too many gaps in here. Maybe this will help. And the problem here we are having is that this I think is the one object and it's see here this is the barrel and there's this problem. So let us do that. Let's create this. Don't worry, you followed along and you can find out what to do. Sometimes it's trial and error, and there are many ways to do one thing. So let's try that. Simply add here barrel. How many? 12. 4 is good, maybe for now, and make it a bit smaller. Make it C editable. Null second. This is a second, guys. Second. So this is second. 23rd second. This is second, and bring it here. Cylinder. Oh, we are on edit. Come over here. Simply we are going to select this face to this, try to insert this much, screw it downwards like this. Again select these loop selection, this loop, this loop, this loop, T, scale it quite like this, and select this, and bevel them a little bit bigger this time. Again select face, loop, this and this, extrude them like this. Subdivision, if you want to give subdivision variation you can give them, but I don't need to. You can do this, and simply again we can do to give it that look, you can just cut it here, separate these, you can make cut over here. We are not going to do that, and simply let's add another cylinder. Yes, another cylinder, bring it here, and bring it here. uh, T to scale. Okay guys, I am going to eat some food and I will come soon, so till then you should watch a music. Let me add a music relatively free YouTube music. So here, just listen and I will be back soon.